You might be taken aback to discover that the regular consumption of certain types of vegetables can severely undermine your immune system, hasten the aging process of your brain, and even compromise your mobility, particularly the strength and stability of your legs. This cautionary advice is substantiated by numerous studies published in the Journal of Gerontology, which were conducted over several years involving tens of thousands of elderly individuals. At first sight, many common vegetables may seem harmless. Nevertheless, some of them can insidiously trigger inflammation, damage the tiny blood vessels in your legs, make walking more laborious, and substantially increase the risk of falls, which is the leading cause of fatal injuries among people aged 65 and above. But fret not. This article will furnish you with a clear and comprehensive guide. The 3 vegetables you should incorporate into your daily diet to safeguard your health, enhance your cognitive abilities, and maintain robust mobility, as well as the 3 vegetables you should steer clear of at all costs. Ensure you listen intently until the very end, as I will unveil a startling truth about a vegetable that appears healthy but may actually be silently deteriorating your legs without your awareness. Before we proceed, if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you click that button and activate the notification bell so that you never miss another health tip tailored just for you. If you find this video enjoyable, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can improve the content for you. Part 1. 3 vegetables that seniors over 65 should consume daily. 1. Broccoli, the natural safeguard against aging. Among the myriad vegetables available in our markets and on our dinner tables, broccoli stands as a quiet yet potent ally in the journey of healthy aging. For seniors over 65, it is more than just a vegetable. It is a form of living armor, intricately crafted by nature to protect the body's most vital systems during a time when resilience naturally starts to wane. Abundant in sulforaphane, a powerful phytochemical, broccoli acts as a defender against chronic inflammation, one of the silent accelerators of aging. Chronic inflammation doesn't merely cause discomfort. It gradually deteriorates blood vessels, joints, cognitive function, and even muscle strength, all of which are essential for maintaining independence and quality of life. Sulforaphane activates key pathways that detoxify harmful substances from the body and stimulate the body's internal defense mechanisms, making each bite a strategic investment in longevity. Beyond inflammation control, broccoli is also rich in vitamin K, calcium, and a plethora of antioxidants, nutrients that seniors desperately need to maintain bone density and cardiovascular health. After the age of 65, bones become more brittle, and even minor fractures can lead to long-term mobility issues. Broccoli's unique nutritional profile helps fortify skeletal strength while simultaneously protecting the arteries from the calcification that often accompanies aging. It's as if each tender green floret contains the very blueprint for sustaining vitality. Perhaps most intriguingly, broccoli contributes to the health of the legs and feet, our literal foundation. Studies indicate that sulforaphane can improve peripheral circulation, ensuring that the legs and feet remain well-nourished and responsive. Healthy circulation translates into fewer balance problems, a reduced risk of diabetic complications, and stronger, more stable steps. In a very real sense, eating broccoli is like choosing every day to walk a little further into the future with confidence and strength. However, the method of preparation matters significantly. Lightly steaming broccoli for just a few minutes preserves its powerful sulforaphane content while enhancing its digestibility. Boiling it excessively strips away much of what makes this vegetable remarkable. Let your broccoli be vibrant, slightly firm, and full of life, because by doing so, you are quite literally ingesting life itself. For seniors looking to take daily, meaningful steps towards a longer, fuller life, a simple cup of steamed broccoli is not just food. It's a profound act of self-respect and hope for tomorrow. Yet, while broccoli strengthens your inner defenses, there is another unassuming green leaf that quietly powers your brain, your heart, and perhaps most crucially, the very muscles that carry you through each day. Could a handful of this vibrant green be the key to safeguarding your most precious abilities as you age? Let's find out next. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment with number 1 below to let me know you're on board. Now, let's move on to point number 2. 2. Spinach, the hidden catalyst behind strength and mental acuity. In the graceful journey of aging, certain foods quietly become indispensable companions, and among them, spinach holds a place of honor. often overlooked or regarded as a mere salad ingredient. Spinach is, in fact, one of the most powerful restorative plants that seniors over 65 can include in their daily diet. This unpretentious leafy green is a bountiful source of natural nitrates, compounds that significantly enhance blood flow throughout the body, especially to the muscles and the brain. For seniors, this effect is truly transformative. As we age, circulation tends to decline, depriving muscles of oxygen and nutrients, which leads to weakness, slower reflexes, and even cognitive fog. However, spinach, by naturally dilating blood vessels and improving vascular elasticity, directly counteracts this process. With better blood flow, muscles, especially those in the legs and feet, retain their strength and responsiveness, bestowing upon seniors the invaluable gift of mobility and freedom. Beyond its vascular benefits, spinach is incredibly rich in lutein and folate, nutrients that nourish the brain, preserving memory, processing speed, and mental clarity. Studies have shown that seniors who consume higher levels of lutein exhibit significantly sharper cognitive function compared to those who don't. It's no exaggeration to say that a simple handful of spinach daily can help defend the dignity of a sharp mind and an active body against the advancing tide of time. What makes spinach even more remarkable is its subtle role in protecting vision, one of the senses most vulnerable to aging. Lutein and zeaxanthin, concentrated in spinach, directly support the macula of the eye, reducing the risk of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in older adults. By preserving sight, spinach preserves independence, the ability to drive, read, recognize loved ones, and move safely in the world. Preparation, as always, is crucial. Lightly sautéing or blending spinach into smoothies keeps its precious nutrients intact while making it easier for aging digestive systems to handle. Avoid overcooking, which strips away much of what makes this humble leaf so extraordinary. Spinach is, in every sense, a guardian of vitality. From the strength in your stride to the clarity in your thoughts to the sparkle in your gaze, a small daily serving can have a far-reaching impact, protecting so many aspects of life that often fade away unnoticed. Yet, even as spinach fortifies the body and mind, there is another vegetable, brightly colored and commonly found in kitchens, that possesses a secret weapon against aging, one that affects not only vision or strength but also the very balance and coordination that allow you to stand tall each day. Could this vibrant root vegetable be the natural shield you've been missing? Let's turn to it now. 3. Carrots, the silent protectors of vision, balance, and vitality. As we progress through the later stages of life, some of our most powerful allies are not the most flamboyant or exotic but rather the simplest treasures of nature, like the humble carrot. For seniors who seek not only longevity but also a life rich in independence and connection, carrots offer far more than a sweet, satisfying crunch. Carrots are an excellent natural source of beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, which is essential for maintaining sharp vision. For seniors, this is of utmost importance because vision often subtly determines their independence. The ability to see clearly not only allows them to enjoy the colors of a sunset or the fine details of a loved one's face but also safeguards against dangerous falls, enables safe driving, and preserves the dignity of moving confidently in the world. Studies have shown that consistent intake of beta-carotene can slow the onset of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss after 65. In every vibrant orange root lies the potential for a brighter, more secure tomorrow. But carrots protect more than just the eyes. They also serve as guardians of balance and neuromuscular coordination, two often overlooked aspects of senior vitality. The antioxidants in carrots help maintain the integrity of neurons and blood vessels, ensuring that the signals between the brain and the feet remain swift and reliable. Strong, steady steps depend not only on strong legs but also on a well-functioning sensory system, and carrots quietly nourish both. Even beyond vision and balance, carrots provide significant support for metabolic health. Their high fiber content stabilizes blood sugar levels, reduces cholesterol, and aids digestion, three major pillars of health that often deteriorate with age. Maintaining healthy blood sugar levels is not just about preventing diabetes, it's about protecting nerve function, blood flow to the extremities, and the strength to walk, dance, and fully embrace life. To reap the fullest benefits of carrots, they are best eaten raw or lightly steamed, The natural sweetness of a fresh carrot is a testament to its richness in phytonutrients, including 1 or 2 carrots daily, grated into a salad, sliced as a snack, or blended into a smoothie, may seem like a small action, but over time, it weaves a profound layer of protection around the senses, the heart, and the feet that carry you forward. Yet, even as carrots offer such protection and promise, not every vegetable is as benevolent. In fact, there are seemingly harmless vegetables that can quietly erode your strength, impair circulation, and even weaken the very legs that support your independence. What are these hidden dangers lurking in your kitchen? Let's uncover the truth. Part 2. 3 vegetables that seniors should never consume. 1. Eggplant, the hidden threat to mobility and comfort. As we age, our choices must become more deliberate and cautious because even the slightest misstep can have far-reaching consequences for our health, independence, and quality of life. Among the foods that seniors should approach with caution, eggplant stands out, not because of any obvious drawbacks but because of the subtle damage it can cause deep within the body, especially to the legs and joints that are essential for our freedom of movement. At first glance, eggplant seems harmless enough, low in calories, high in fiber, and colorful. However, beneath its glossy skin lies solanine, a natural chemical defense mechanism that can be particularly harsh on the aging body. Solanine has been shown to trigger inflammation in sensitive individuals, especially affecting the joints, muscles, and connective tissues. For seniors who are already vulnerable to arthritis, nerve sensitivity, or muscle stiffness, this hidden compound can silently exacerbate pain, stiffness, and lead to a concerning loss of mobility. The damage doesn't stop at discomfort. Chronic low-level inflammation in the legs can weaken muscles, slow circulation, and disrupt the delicate neuromuscular coordination required for steady and safe walking. Over time, unnoticed weakness accumulates, steps become unsteady, and the simple pleasure of taking a walk outdoors or moving confidently around a room can gradually slip away without warning. Beyond the physical toll, the emotional burden of losing balance, experiencing falls, or living with constant joint pain is profound. Feelings of helplessness and isolation often creep in when the body no longer moves with ease. In this way, eggplant, which seems so innocuous, can quietly contribute to a more significant decline in well-being. Preparation methods don't make much difference. Whether baked, grilled, or stewed, the solanine in eggplant remains a potential threat, especially when consumed regularly. For seniors who are striving to protect their mobility, stability, and independence, there are far safer and more nutritious vegetable choices available. Of course, not everyone will experience immediate symptoms after eating eggplant, but for those over 65, when the body's resilience is naturally lower, the risk is too great to ignore. Protecting your ability to walk, dance, and stand strong starts with safeguarding your joints and muscles from silent saboteurs like eggplant. And yet, eggplant is just the beginning. There are other vegetables that, despite being colorful and common, hide compounds within them that can quietly inflame, disrupt, and deplete, threatening not only your strength but also the clarity of your mind. Could one of the most popular vegetables in American kitchens actually be accelerating the aging process from within? Let's find out next. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment with number 1 below to let me know you're following along. Now, let's move on to point number 2. 2. Green bell peppers, the hidden spark of silent inflammation in the golden years. In the later years of life, every meal has the potential to either heal or harm, often in ways that the body only reveals gradually over time. Among the most deceptive foods for seniors are green bell peppers, which are bright, familiar, and commonly praised for their fresh, crisp taste. However, beneath their cheerful exterior lies a story that demands attention from anyone who wants to protect their vitality and well-being. Green bell peppers, which belong to the nightshade family, are naturally high in lectins, complex proteins that bind to the lining of the gut and disrupt nutrient absorption. For seniors, whose digestive and immune systems may already be more fragile, this poses a silent threat. Lectins can trigger a low-grade, chronic inflammation that often goes unnoticed at first but gradually wears down joint health, blood vessel function, and nerve resilience, all of which are crucial for maintaining balance, strength, and mobility. For many seniors, one of the first subtle signs of this hidden inflammation is not severe pain but rather small changiza stiffness in the ankles. a tingling in the toes, a sense of instability when walking that wasn't there before. As the inflammation progresses quietly, it can reduce blood flow to the feet and legs, dulling sensation, weakening muscles, and increasing the risk of falls. One of the most serious dangers facing adults over 65. The irony is palpable. A vegetable often chosen with the intention of promoting health may, for many older adults, fuel the very decline they are trying so hard to avoid. Even worse, the antioxidants found in green peppers are far less concentrated than in their red, orange, or yellow ripened counterparts. This means that you bear the burden of their inflammatory potential without receiving the same level of protective benefits. Cooking green bell peppers can reduce some of their lectin content, but for seniors who are already dealing with arthritis, cardiovascular issues, or digestive sensitivity, it's wiser to minimize or avoid them altogether. There are countless other vegetables that are safer, richer in antioxidants, and gentler on aging systems that can take their place without posing a hidden risk. Choosing what not to eat can be just as important as choosing what to include in your diet. Protecting your mobility, strength, and even your peace of mind starts with making small, wise decisions at every meal. But green peppers are not the only hidden culprit. There is another vegetable, humble, common, and beloved across America, that may be causing even greater harm to the health of your legs, your heart, and your ability to live freely. Could the vegetable you trust the most be secretly undermining your strength from within? The truth is more astonishing than you might think. 3. White potatoes. The comfort food that quietly weakens strength and stability. Few foods are as deeply ingrained in American memories as the white potato mashed at family dinners, turned into crispy golden fries, or baked alongside a comforting meal. Potatoes evoke a sense of home and tradition, but for seniors over 65, this trusted staple can subtly undermine the very strength and stability that are essential for aging well. Beneath their comforting familiarity lies a dangerous truth. White potatoes are extremely high in simple carbohydrates, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar shortly after consumption. While the immediate effect may seem harmless, even enjoyable, the long-term consequences are anything but. Repeated blood sugar surges trigger an inflammatory response within the body, putting stress on the delicate blood vessels that supply the legs, feet, and brain. For seniors, whose circulatory systems are already more vulnerable, this can result in slower healing, loss of sensation, and a gradual weakening that compromises mobility without warning. But the risk doesn't end with blood sugar. High glycemic foods like white potatoes contribute to the gradual hardening of arteries, known as arteriosclerosis. As arteries lose their flexibility, blood flow to the lower extremities decreases, leading to cold feet, cramps, numbness, and instability. What starts as mild discomfort can quickly escalate into serious risks: an increased likelihood of falling, slower recovery from injuries, and a loss of independence that affects both the body and spirit. Even the comforting tradition of mashed or baked potatoes carries hidden dangers. Many potato dishes are prepared with added butter, cream, and salt, further exacerbating the burden on heart health. For seniors managing high blood pressure, diabetes, or cardiovascular disease, a simple plate of potatoes can quietly undo the careful work of medications and healthy habits. White potatoes also rank low in protective nutrients compared to other root vegetables. Unlike the vibrant colors of sweet potatoes or carrots brimming with antioxidants, white potatoes offer little defense against the oxidative stress that accelerates aging at the cellular level. In choosing them, seniors miss a critical opportunity to nourish and protect their bodies from within. Avoiding white potatoes doesn't mean giving up comfort or warmth. It means choosing options that honor the body's need for steady energy, strong circulation, and resilient muscles, the very things that sustain freedom and joy in the later chapters of life. The power of every small choice. As we move into the later chapters of life, it becomes evident that strength is not built in grand moments but in the small daily choices we make, often without realizing their significance. Choosing the right vegetables, avoiding the hidden perils in familiar foods, protecting the legs that carry us, the heart that sustains us, and the mind that defines us. These are no longer just simple matters of diet. They are profound acts of self-respect, of honoring the life we've been given and the years we've earned. From my personal experience and the countless stories I've encountered, one truth stands out. Aging well is not about chasing miracles. It's about consistency, awareness, and the willingness to care for the body with quiet dedication. No doctor, no medicine, no invention can replace what wise daily nourishment provides. It may seem like a small thing to eat a handful of walnuts, to swap spinach for a riskier green, to set aside the white potatoes in favor of more vibrant choices, but in the life of a senior, these small things have a ripple effect, protecting the ability to walk freely, to think clearly, to live independently. They safeguard the laughter shared with family, the journeys taken with friends, the dreams pursued in vibrant health. The lesson is simple yet profound. Every meal is a decision about the future. Every bite is a vote for strength or for struggle. We can't control every force that aging brings, but we can stand by ourselves, honor ourselves, and give ourselves the best possible chance to live fully each day that lies ahead. The path to a stronger, freer, more joyful life in our later years is not complicated. It is built on respect for the body, care for the mind, and most of all, love for the life we still have the power to shape. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one.